I got to break it down for you right now. They were going after me today. It was absolutely insane. I got in right here. They boosted up. I was up $500. They brought it back down. They brought it up. They brought it back down. Then they did this up 500, up down to up 500, only up 200, up 500, down to up 500, up 500. It drove me crazy. It drove me absolutely crazy. All right. Then I kept moving my stop loss to break even. Every time they went up here, I moved my stop loss to break even. They got me. I got back in here. They bought. I was up 500, break even. Boom, boom, boom. Then they bounced here. I got back in again. I said, I don't give a dang. I'm back up 300 again. You're not going to take my setup from me. I can see the setup. They're playing games with me, but I can see the setup. I'll see you guys in 7 minutes. I got to get a tie on here. And now I got to go suit up. Now look, stop loss back to break even. They will not take my money. I might as well just clip this one out. $300. The way they've been playing me all day. Trying to get to 770 at the top of the list. Away from the 21-day moving average, though, telling me another break-even trade is going to get me going today. They keep faking me out. I got to go get ready, and I can't stare at the trade. The life of a trader, man. You guys are here with me every single day. You know how it is. It's not easy. We're going to break it down for you Thursday. NASDAQ booming. I gave a call for the NASDAQ in the trading group. Beautiful flag to the upside. Absolutely nailed the target and continued. Beautiful pump for the NASDAQ. I'm calling it reversal for the NASDAQ. I've been saying it for days now. Nobody believes me. It's okay. I gave B3 and a cup and handle. This thing ripped to the upside. Sammy cup and handy up 40%. People getting around 2:30 in the afternoon. This thing ripped to the upside. Bitcoin 93,100. Doing damage from the top of the channel. I said the 1 minute, the 1 hour would likely break back to the top side there. We're just attempting to get it in. $93.8 now. We're still in the trade pumping. Up 323, 50%. Want to see if we can clip this 700 on the trade. I'm trading live right now while the up, during this countdown here. Send it, baby. Full send. I want my 500 and I want it now. Let's go, baby. I got to go get ready. I don't even have time. See, that's why I'm sometimes late to the stream, because I am live trading while you guys are waiting for this, you know what I mean? I haven't even put my pants on yet. I have pants on, but not the ones I want. I'm not even suited up yet. You know what I mean? I have 5 minutes to comb my hair, suit up, somehow figure it all out, and get paid. It's not easy being the lifer. It's behind the scenes of the lifer. Now, I could take profits right now because I'm about to leave. Or I could go and... So I could either get stopped out of break even when I come back with a tie on, or this thing could fly. I'm going to move my stuff right here. I'm taking money. I'm done. They've been playing with me all day today. I'm going to get suited up. I'll be back. God bless. I'll see you soon. I got to cover, man. I covered. Watch them just hit me off. I'll take my 250. Be blessed. See you soon. It's deal or no deal, baby. That's what it is, man. If you even care about the China tariff stuff, I don't even care. I just focus on the charts. I really don't look at anything else, man. The charts will get you through. The charts will tell you when the charts will explode, and then next thing you know, they'll say they have a deal. You know, you'll see a flag at 4 a.m. in the morning, and next thing you know, they'll have a deal. Like, you know what I mean? Just focus on the charts. I'm telling you right now. But you'll figure this out on your own over time. I can't force this stuff on you. I'm an old man at this point to most of you youngins. God bless to everybody out here on the live. Thank you for jumping on it. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here last night in the trading group. Looked like we were going to get a bit of a pullback. And that's what we called. We called a bit of a pullback. And we got one. Right? That's what we saw happening today in the charts. So, and then we looked for a bounce. This morning, it was vicious. So anyway, this morning I looked at the 1 hour. I suggested that the 1 hour would get a bit of a bounce. We saw what we so far did. Why? Because the stochastics were low, and I'm a stochastics RSI guy. After you dump down and the stokes get low, we were considering a bounce back to the top after the dump last night from wick to wick. All right, so just to break it down for you, last night, right before I went to bed, I was iffy. I wasn't sure which way it was going to go, but the last minute I said, man, my subconscious mind says that's a head and shoulder. It's likely going to break to the downside, the length of the pole, right? And then you'd figure you'd go to resistance or to the support. We front ran it right there. We got a bounce. We traveled back to the upside. On the 1 minute time frame, we made a bit of a flag this morning, which had me quite excitable. And let me show you kind of what happened here. So I saw this flag, and to me, it was supposed to break out, right? I got in right here. I was up $500 right there when this came, but it did it for a half a second, like literally 500 down. And I was up 500 down, 500 down, 500. I eventually moved my stop loss, clipped it out. The first time I got out right there, like I thought it was 260, faster than I thought it was really 90. So forgive me for that. Then it came up, I was up 500 again. I was doing 500 for 2,000. I would lose $500 if it came down here. I would gain $2,000 if it came up here. You know, so every time I got up there, I was up about $500. All right. And eventually, boom, then you saw me. Then they brought it down again. Then they bounced it off the 200 MA. They started ripping it again. I got in right here. And then you saw it come up here, and we'll see what happened there. Did I get clipped out? I had to walk away for the trade. I couldn't watch it anymore because I had to get ready for the stream. So it's been insane. It's been intense. And it's been, so they hit me off a break even somewhere right there as that trade started to come down again. But insanity. I mean, there has been, look, the bounce off the 200 MA did play out. We kept getting rejected by the 5-minute 200. You see this? Crazy price action already on the morning. I gave an NQ trade today. The NQ just absolutely cup with the handle, and it was gone. That's why I love the cup and handle. They call me Sammy Cup and Handy. I gave this to the trading group. I said, hey, that's a bull flag. You get in with the stop below the flag. It's a very simple way to trade. You only have to hit 3 out of 10 of them. I don't understand why people don't realize how simple this is. Over time, it's not that serious. All right. Getting some error there. I don't know if it's restream. What's happening? Can each of you hear me well? Is everything going well? I just got an error here on YouTube, but usually it does go away. All right. Yeah, we're gonna find out that thumb downer, and we're gonna chase you relentlessly through the night like a werewolf until we find you. No, but in my trading group, I got these nice little organized altcoins and lifer charts. And sometimes when I wake up in the morning and the thing starts to rip, and I was posting like my Bitcoin updates to the altcoin section, and I'm sorry, I apologize, right? And I wrote back here, sometimes I hit it, and someone literally thumbs down my post. And I was like, I will chase you relentlessly through the night. Especially during the ups and downs of the post, you know what I mean? The ups and downs of the market. Right here, these people, we're going to find out who these people are. Look. So you joined my trading group, Steven. Okay. You guys are all on radar. We know you. We know who you are. And we're watching you. We're watching you like this. All right. I'm kind of joking, but I'm really not. Why would you disrespect me? Someone just ran their thing, got theirs. Someone just ran and just got theirs off. See, you shook now. You shook ones now. Look, he ran and got Yo, man, don't do things you ain't gonna get. Don't do things in the digital space if you're not ready to be called out for, because whatever you do on the internet stays on the internet. All right? Remember that. That's a digital ledger right there. You know what I mean? We can go the way back time machine and find out what you're doing. Hey, I am the man right now. All right? I can't thumbs down you. You can thumbs down me. Remember that. You don't got no post to thumbs down. Hey. It's a superpower when someone can thumbs you down. Remember that. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. And so I gave this beautiful cup and handle on B3 yesterday. I liked it. Previous support was resistance. We came right to the spot. And this thing just, I mean, what are you going to say? The everyday hit and never quit Sammy to the upside with the beautiful move. And this is the type of stuff you're going to see in the trading group day in and day out. Cup and handles ripping. And this thing's been ripping since it was 3 cents? 003? Went all the way to 0.5. I mean, this thing is gone. And people like this B3. I remember when it first came out, I told us to watch out for it. Do you remember? Back in the day. It stays in the internet until I ban you. Then your reactions are gone with you. You're funny. Best channel for TA and mental trading. Shout out to Jay Bella. Yeah, Jamie, I'm getting this error here. See, but my streaming software says, well, YouTube not receiving enough video to maintain streaming. And I don't know. It's never been the case. So I don't know what's happening there. Usually it's a YouTube error. It's nothing on my side, but I just wanted to put it out there for everybody in case something happens. I don't know what's going on there. I want to make sure everyone sees it perfectly, hears it perfectly, and things are going well. All right. So let's jump back into Bitcoin, which has been extremely volatile for the day. Too bad it wasn't like B3 or the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ was way tamer today. NASDAQ looks like it's not done. Taking names and kicking butt. Look at the shoulder, head, right shoulder. All you have to do is see it the way I see it. See, I see this. I don't know what other people see. Then I see the cup and handle there too, just like B3. And that would tell you it makes sense that the DXY would probably take a beat down further to the downside. I mean, you can see it just completely collapsing here. It did get a bounce, but it's been falling to the downside. We're going to show you the DXY later on today and break it down. Also, we're going to show you the NASDAQ as well. Yeah. This guy says your top banner always blocks the chart symbol. Yeah, but I have a watermark right here that says DXY. You gosh damn unpaying attention type of guy. That's the ticker right there. You got a problem? You got a problem seeing the ticker? Come on now. He says your top banner. There's nothing on the top banner. There's no tickers up there. That is a lie. Yeah, I shouldn't even focus on you. Yeah, your top banner often joins the chart. Yeah, because you can't read. That says DXY right there. All right. Pay attention, man. I'm not trying to be with people that can't pay attention. All right. I like to be with the cream of the crop. Pay attention. Don't play with me. Don't waste my time. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. My daughter was coughing all night long. All right. I already took care of a bunch of kids. I don't want to take care of any more over here. Straighten up and fly right, says my dad used to say. All right. Get it in. All right. So Bitcoin playing absolute games here. 93.2 getting rejected by the 1 minute 200 MA. Or no, what the heck is that? Some crazy line that I made. Yeah. Let's break down Bitcoin from the very beginning. But this morning was treacherous. Treachery. Look at this. I mean, that was insanity. They went after any low liquidity people that were in the market and decided I had to move my stop loss to break even every single second because I wasn't going to have them wreck me. And it ended up really basically breaking even on the market already too. But Sammy is your only mentor. Don't forget, you listen to anyone else, 100%. Smells like gunpowder around here. Yeah. Here's the deal. I don't want to be your only mentor, but like, you gotta focus. You know what I mean? You gotta focus. I was unfocused for too long, and I let too many people in my ear for too long, and I had just a couple mentors or just the basics and stuck to it. I mean, that's what I did. I eventually got a mentor who worked day in, day out. I found someone that was worth millions of dollars that had good work ethic. And I told them that I desired what they had. And they brought me in close. And they worked with me. And I listened to them for 5 years. And I didn't do my own thing. And I didn't try to, and I stayed underneath the tutelage of my mentor. And I look for students to do that. Those are the students that I'm looking for. All right. The students that did what I did. Kind of hard to see with the drawings on top, but I'm paying attention. You'll be all right. Stop making excuses for why things aren't hard. Make them easier. All right? You're already making it hard on yourself. I don't know why. You'll be okay. Also, the ticker's down here on the right side of the screen. That's why we talk about it every time. And I'm usually actually over here, sorry. But you can see the ticker every time. It's right there. All right. It says Bitcoin. It says the price. You see it? Like, you see it? Like, is it me or am I just like... So you also see the ticker there every single day. Actually, it's a little smaller usually. It should be like this, and I'm over here. We moved it around one day because of like maybe Jerome Powell or something. I hadn't put myself back where I need to be. All right, so you can always see the ticker there. And again, the top banner is not covering the ticker as well. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know what you're saying. You're not making sense to me. Look, let's reveal the top banner, and you're going to see that it's not even covering the ticker. Right? Let me just, I could be wrong, but look, top label goes, oh, I guess you see the BTC up there in the corner is what you're looking for. Okay. But I can still see it. I can still see it. It says BTC right there. Like I can see it. So I'm not covering the tickers. I'm wasting time with you, but now you're wasting my time because I just verified what you said and it's not true. And so that's a waste of my time, right? Am I wrong? Anyway. Let's break down Bitcoin on the weekly. Beautiful cup and handle. I like what I'm seeing here on the weekly. Looks absolutely beautiful. We just want to make sure we close like this above resistance, and we're good to go. This is what we're looking for. 85,000, 86,100 for Bitcoin. All right. Probably an OCD thing when they can't see the... Yeah, something weird. Yeah. So... I like this, and all we want to do is make sure the weekly close without a huge wick. I don't want to see this wick halfway down and close at 89.5. I like this to close like well above 92,000, 92.5. That would be the direction that we're looking for. Okay. So I like what I'm seeing. It looks pretty good to me. Amen, right? So the weekly looking good. There's what I call this a half a cup of handle. I've seen these play out many, many times. I've actually played this exact pattern many, many times. I bought tons of Bitcoin here, 150,000. I put my money down. I could have put even more. Should have put $1 million down, right? For crying out loud. But it is what it is. All right. I did what I could with what I had at the time, with the allocations in which I diversified into. So, bang, oversold, hidden bullish divergence. If you haven't seen my channel, I've been calling hidden bullish. Who here has learned hidden bullish with me? Who here learned that we came to the 618 golden pocket bounce? Oversold stochastic, MACD turning, everything really starting to pan out. I like what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin. Okay, this is gorgeous. I told you we had saw the same thing before, and I wasn't trying to say just because we saw it before, but I say, hey, I've learned it. I've done it. I bought Bitcoin there in front of the world on my live stream in front of everybody, and it panned out pretty beautifully. I bought a $32,000 Bitcoin. We did slip to 29K, just like I bought an $84,000 Bitcoin. We did slip to, 74K at one point, right? I don't know if I got the exact bottom, but I'm up pretty nice on my Bitcoin buys now, and I did buy a lot into the 70s as well. All right, I made sure to cover that 84,000 with more DCAs below because I didn't know what if we had gone to. You see, the thing is, I wasn't sure we were going to be going down to 60 years, and if we went into a multi-year bear market, I was going to start buying Bitcoin anywhere between 40,000 and 80,000. You get it? That was going to be my plan. So I had a plan for if we went even further down, and I was okay with what happened. But I had a really strong 90% probability that we were going to bounce there because I had seen hidden bullish divergence before with the Fibonacci. And so I was looking for this exact moment in time for the bounce for Bitcoin. And we got it. And we got it. And if you've watched me for years, if you've been a part of my channel, you've seen me trade these you've seen me make this half a cup of handle many, many times. I want to see actually if I write it in on the Discord, if you'll see one of my setups when I say half a cup of handle. Let's take a look. And God bless all the beautiful people, even the guy that couldn't see the ticker, man. God bless him. I hope he's doing well. I want to see if it comes up, but no, doesn't. Nothing old, relevant. No. I know I've written it before though, half a cup of handle, but it's been so long. Anyway, so Bitcoin looks beautiful on the weekly. 92.5 is really the key area you want to hold, 92,000, and there's just strong support at 89, 86K on the weekly. So we're good. Everything kind of looking great. Bullish engulfing candle, 1 day and 10 hours on the 5-day, well above resistance, and there is the main resistance you want to hold there. It's about 90,000. We go to the 3-day chart, and that was a double bottom that we talked about. We went over it numerous times. The flag on the daily, man. And what I love about it is, if you come to my channel, you're like, this guy, all he does is trade flags with the 21 when this is what he does. So when you saw it play out, you're like, that's exactly what Sam does. Like Like, I wouldn't even need to be here. You'd be like, oh, there's a strategy playing out right there. Like, I'm gonna be dead and gone one day, and my students will still be here. They're gonna be like, that's what Sam showed me over and over again. It's still alive. Like, everything I teach you will stay alive because it's there. I didn't take anything from the charts that don't exist. You understand? I just showed you what already happened, what already was there. I'm using what's already built by the charts themselves. Resistance, resistance, resistance. 87,657. That's why I can free you, because I can give you the information that's already there and let you see it. You don't have to even learn anything new. I just have to change the way you see it. I give you what I call life. We call it life or vision on the channel. Shout out to everybody here with life or vision, kicking it with me. May God bless each and every one of you for being here on our way to 100,000 subscribers and counting. We do not stop. We continue to push. We continue to punch. We're here for you guys every single day. We believe in ourselves. God is the answer. Love is the answer. The highest frequency in the game. If you live in love, you cannot be denied. I love each and every one of you. I push myself to high frequency every single day by using gratitude and thanking God for every moment that I have. What can I be thankful for right now? 328 likes. I'm so grateful for it. $4.99 someone gave my way. I'm grateful for $4.99. Then I know there's going to be hundreds and hundreds of dollars super chatted to me throughout this month, because I'm grateful for the $4.99. I can use $4.99 to turn it into $9. I can use 9 to turn it into 18, 10. All I need is a shekel to turn it into another one. I believe in myself. My mind is the wealthy version of what I've created. You use your mind. You are the version of the best version of yourself. Create your best mind. Every day, work on your mind. How can you pull things positively into yourself? Remember the sayings that I say. Remember the two guys, the guys in the minor leagues. One got pulled up to the majors. They both get pulled up. It's their first day. One dude, he remembers his dad never made it, so he thinks he's not going to make it, so he doesn't make it. The other guy believes that anything is possible. He keeps pushing himself. He works. He strikes out his first day, but he comes back the next week and he hits his first home run in the major leagues. The guy that believed in himself, the guy that mentally trained, slept well, cared about himself, ate right. Who do you think was going to win? The guy who told himself he wasn't going to do it, or the guy who pushed himself internally? Let's get real here. So if you don't think your mind is not going to get you rich, then what the heck is going on? You're not aligned. Someone has brainwashed you. You think something ain't happening that is true. You have the ability to become rich right now in your mind. The only person stopping you is you. I figured this out and boom. It was over. I never had to live in struggle again. I was the one creating struggle in my own mind. Struggle only exists to the people that create it. Abundance exists to the people that create it. Which one are you going to create? You have a choice every day. It's sitting with you right now. So if you're not rich yet and you were dreaming to be, there's just a disconnect in your subconscious. That's all there is. You can, you will, you are the best. You've got this. Bitcoin on the daily has broken above the 200 MA. That's a bullish sign. We just need this 21 to catch up. We need the 21 to catch up to price action so we can continue to rip. Above the 200 MA on the 22-hour time frame. I love what I'm seeing. Looks beautiful. Okay? And everything goes to fruition as I believe it. You see? I know you don't believe me, but I knew I would mention God and this like restriction would disappear and the stream would explode, and it did. And I knew it once I just knew with the love, light, energy is unattainable. It can't be not unattainable. Can't be pushed down. Can't be. You can't hurt us. You can't stop us. The strongest frequency in the game. So look at the 22 above the 20. So this is my model. I'm waiting for the 21 to catch. I just want to see sideways price action now. The altcoins will rip. They love when Bitcoin goes sideways. Go sideways from 92.8. So we don't want to see Bitcoin go sideways. Catch this 21, and then we are in for another massive move to $107,000 Bitcoin. Ripping. Basically back to the all-time high here on the candle closings. I mean, this looks good. Some would say, but the daily's overbought on the stochastics RSI. Yes, but there's an anomaly there. Whenever that happens in a very, like right here, we were overbought. But look, as we came down, we continued to go up. There will be some movement down in between, but the overall trend will continue. And I see something like that happening. It's called the stochastic anomaly. I've backtested. It only happens like once or twice when you're in the very bullish moments here. So Bitcoin. The 8-hour, a little far away from the 200 MAs, the 21 as well. But can we, if we can go sideways enough, we can just as we're going sideways, up, down, we'll pull the 21 towards us. It'll take some time. This will take consolidation. Usually we're not going to pump out of control, so I don't see a huge pump coming for Bitcoin for the next, I'd say about 60, I don't know, 2 to 3 days. Looks like it might take till, the 27th, Sunday, Saturday or something like that. Might take a couple days of consolidation. That's what I'm seeing. I told you the same thing here when Bitcoin started this. I said, on the daily, if you remember, I still remember doing this. But I said, and multiple times, because I kept drawing this flag. I said, listen, we just need to flag out. I said, that could take 7 days of sideways price action, and then we're going to have ourselves a flag. I do this because this is what I do on the 1 minute time frame. I create the flag before the flag exists. I wait for price to fill out the flag, and I watch stochastic reset. When the stochastics reset, the flag is full, the 21 touches, I enter the trade. I did it this morning. It doesn't mean it's going to happen every single time, but I did it this morning. You got to do it every single day. You got to push. So I have a model. I know exactly why and how I get into trades. I know the reasoning why. I know when, and I know how to plan out when I'm going to get in. No holds bar, no BS. This is exactly what I'm doing, okay? And this sends it all the way to 107,000, 106,800 for Bitcoin. All right, similar story is this is exactly what I saw here. The only thing that was better about here is we were closer to the 21-day moving average, which gave you far more idea. This could still dump. There still could be a move down where we retest 86,000. That could still definitely be possible. I'm open-minded. It's looking less likely because the time frames are just getting more and more aligned, but see how the 21's crossing? We're about to get a golden cross there on the 8-hour time frame too. This is a pretty bullish sign. So this is the Twisted Sister. We could go either way. You can see Bitcoin sitting at about 92,800. Pretty flat. And we're going to get to the nitty-gritty of the small time frames, but I'm about to leave the day alone. Like after this morning, it was almost like a message for me to just bang, bang, bang. This is from Crypto King and my 18-year-old daughter, Miss Queen Crypto. Sammy, I took her, showed her what you have showed me, and she is up $1,700 in a week. We both wanted to give because givers always gain. This guy, everyone, has given $100 super chat almost every other day for days on end now. And look, and his daughter now has made $1,700. He's given more than everyone else has given on this channel recently. And I'm not trying to call it out, but I'm just saying, people that give, get back. And this dude throws $200 at the channel. And see, he's aligned with my frequency. He's on another plane. He understands that when he gives, he gets. That's why I show up every day for free. That's why I teach tirelessly. That's why I talk until my stomach hurts. That's why I push every single piece of effort that I have into the stream with nothing held back, because there's nothing you can do but go all the way. If you're not going all the way for what you love and dream for, then what is the point of living? Amen. But thank you so much for the $200 super chat, and God bless your daughter. May she not give it back. Squirrel away at least a few hundred of that and can continue on her journey. Buy some BTC. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Another guy saying you should be taking this financial advice, but I would buy a little bit of Bitcoin, maybe 250 of that 1,700. You know what I mean? Always just aligning myself with the righteous cause and buying more BTC. We appreciate you, Lifer. God bless everybody here on the live. Shout out to Marcus. Shout out to Victor Navarro. Shout out to Luke Denson. Shout out to Boss Crypto, Maniacs, Low Key Singularity, King Juve, and all the awesome people here that are holding me down on the stream every single day on the live. May God bless you, and thank you all for being here. You people are awesome. Rock solid individuals. Top-notch people, man. I love y'all. Thank you for everything you've done, and thank you for being here. If you're not going all the way, what's the point of living? I tried that pickup line once. I got slapped. I like you, man. Hey. The only woman that ever slapped me was my sister. Shout out to Jason Casper in the house. God bless you, man. And thank you for defending me the other day on Twitter. I saw that. You're the man, dude. God bless you. You're a good dude. We got to link up. Back to 93K for Bitcoin. That's pretty strong. Let's get back into the 4-hour time frame. So the 4-hour getting the bounce too. And then the 1 hour. And the 1 hour suggested we would bounce off the bottom of the trend line. It's been a rocky road this morning. But low stochastics in the 1 hour when you wake up. And we bounced off previous support basically with the wick. So it showed, Bitcoin showed it has supported 91.6 now. And so what I'd like to see is I'd like to, get away from the fact that we're going to do the falling wedge and that we're just going to consolidate here for a while. And it does look like this could take some time. I got an inverted head and shoulder and they were beginning to form though. And that could be it. This could be the consolidation and we could be out of here to the upside. 93,000, really a key level for Bitcoin today as we lost it a few times, but regaining it is awesome. So again, remember, we did this here and it ended up playing out. So I'm not trying, everyone thinks that the simple way is not the best way, but we've done this before. You see what I'm saying? And we could see where Bitcoin was going to go. We're looking for that $94,800 level way before it even hit it. You see what I mean? So Ondo is breaking out on multiple time frames. I love Ondo. We went over Ondo in depth on that 3-day cup and handle. I talked about it to my students over and over again while people left the market, while people left my trading group. I was giving absolute beautiful entries for Ondo, SWI, all sorts of coins that continued to rip. There was so much opportunity out there, but people got scared. Felt like it wasn't for them. The Google searches went down. People left, and just sad to say, they don't go in when the market's the best. They leave when the market's the best. They come in when the market's hot, and they overbuy the top prices. Look, this says we're going to liquidate everybody up to 93.8 today. So look for a big move up to 93,800. BOOKMAP suggests that we are going to the upside to liquidate the shorts all the way to 93,800 to the top of the channel. So it's very likely that Bitcoin's going to continue here and continue further back to the upside. Let's look at our 15 minutes. So now you're looking for a flag, and the 15 minutes above the 200 MA. Just opening up along when the 15 minute breaks the 200 MA is also a bullish sign. And then here we are again, man, back to my pattern that I started to be. This is like where it all began. And when you break above the 5-minute 200 MA, I'm usually long. So I see that the 1 hour wants to move. So let's get to my 5-minute. And it is Thursday. But look, we just breached the 200 MA. So I got to open along there on the 5. Up. Let's see here. Oh, no, sorry. Got to click right at it. This is BitToNext. If you want to jump into BitToNext, we can use BitToNext. Weeks. Look, we're in now. I moved the stop loss here. The take profit it's made me do it 3 times. There it goes. Makes me do it once or twice. Before it was once. Quick. 555. And just to stop below the 2. 160 for 550. And that's it. And you go from there. That should break out and give me some gains. I've backtested this for years. I should be able to make money just doing that. That's simple. You don't have to reinvent the wheel here. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Weeks. We're going to be live trading in Dubai with Weeks. I'm super excited. It's going to be awesome. And if you're a Weeks trader, let me know. Shout out to my Weeks peoples. I got signed out. See, I don't know when I get signed out or signed in. I don't know why. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. It always depends. So I'll have to sign into my Weeks account here. But we made a beautiful trade on that Weeks, man, on that 4-hour time frame that played out very, very nicely. It took about 10 days, but it played out nicely. But I was just going to show you how to make the same trade here on Weeks we have on BitToNext. And to me, it's all about the 200 Ms. If we get above them with the 21 curving, there's a good chance that we could win. The volume and the volatility today has been pretty sketchy, though. I got to give it to you. So it's had me a little weary. It's been good action, though. I got to say, you know what? I learned a lot today. I learned a lot. There was good action. I got a lot out of what happened today. I was in the mix of the trades. There was something about it that felt right. I can't explain it. It wasn't perfect, but it felt right. You ever have a day where, things don't go perfect, but you're in the mix? You're one of them. Today, I was one of the, I know I've been doing this for a long time. Trading is just in my blood now. Let's take a look here at Weeks. If I can ever get in, I can get in. I can get in. I know. I can do this. You can do this, Sammy. You can do this live. And let's get that lemon into the water. I'm starting to get parched here on the stream. And how How about Alchemist AI continuing to rip to the upside? And I gave you this flag too. This thing's continuing to bang. I gave so many trades in the last few days that have absolutely ripped. I've taught my elite traders to do it. They've been doing it with me for years now. I got 3 elite traders that are just so spot on and loyal to me. It's ridiculous. If you don't have loyalty, you cannot be with me. Here's the deal. I work every single day. So anyone that works with me, they can easily just poach my community. Say, hey, I'm great. I learn what lifer learns. Come on, you know what I mean? And so I need loyal people in my life, because if you're not loyal, you can't be around me because I work too hard. It's not fair to me. You see what I'm saying? Because I never take a day off. So no one should be able to eat off my back. You know what I'm saying? Because I never take a day off. So it's unfair if someone eats off my back the wrong way. You know what I mean? It's unfair to me, technically. So I need loyal people in my life, because loyalty is everything. If you're not loyal, we can't. One wrong thing, one wrong move, and I'm watching like a wolf. So I gotta have the loyalty. Look at this beautiful move here on this tightness. I mean, that's another flag about to pump. Alchemist AI looks like it's about to do serious damage to the upside. It's one of the hottest coins. It's been going well. Let's see how many gains that could be. And the market cap's been ripping since it bottomed. I see another 30% gain coming, possibly even more, 40, 35% gains out of Alchemist AI out this flag to the upside. Beautiful move. Shout out to Brahmara, man. Your dedication, knowledge, energy, passion is a whole nother level. God bless you, brother. Send it, lifer. God bless, brother. Hey. And now we're struggling with 93K. Wow, B3, just unbelievable. I put out the cup and handle. I'm just impressed to see these things rip like they do. And I wouldn't be surprised if it kind of hangs out here now and makes some type of, some type of pattern like this. Price action has been very strange. If anything, I guess they're just going after over leveraged traders. That's why I'm never really above 33x, man. Once you're in the 100x leverage area, unless you're doing zero liquidations with, very small amounts and learning to mitigate, which is a different story, you're likely just to get, liquidated every time, You're just going to be too close to price action, which is not going to give you any leeway. That's what traders don't realize. You need space to trade. You need space to trade. Someone said curve's ripping. Curve looks good to me on the 1 hour time frame. Just looks like it may present a better entry when it comes back down one more time. Look for that cup and handle inside of the flag. You see what I mean? There's a shoulder head, even a bit of a right shoulder. You'll see this stuff over and over again, but it will be these similar ideas. You see a shoulder head, right shoulder, the cup with the handle, rip to the upside, let those Stokes possibly reset. And it looks like there could be some gainage right there for curve. And again, all DeFi starting to come back strong. People are going to jump into DeFi, take advantage of it. There's good gains and good APY in DeFi, but people are afraid to use it when the market's too volatile, or they think there could be more downside. Once they see that the market is basically bottomed out and they feel comfortable, DeFi just goes on a tear again because people just rush right back in for the returns. I like what I'm seeing here for Curve. Curve, I would be putting an alert here. This is a freebie. I would put an alert here for Curve. When the alert hits, it'd be definitely look like something could be possibly, worth getting into. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but you could backtest these theories, tips, and tricks and ideas that I say every single day yourself, and you'll find them to be true on your own because I know them to be true because I learned them from the charts. I don't make this stuff up. Everything I get is from the actual chart. You could do this too. There's no difference between me and another man. I just spent more time extrapolating the data by being autodidactic and taking what the charts gave me to find out more. Want to intro you to 1 million sub podcaster to hit 100K. Want to intro you to a 1 million sub podcaster to hit 100,000. Thank you so much, Kurt Shore. I appreciate you. Email my email cryptolifers@gmail and say, hey man, this guy deserves to be on your podcast. He's grinding. Eventually there's going to be someone that's going to, that's what I'm looking for, someone that's got a bigger following that sees themselves in me and they pull me up, man. And they give me, they throw me something, you know what I mean? And if it doesn't happen, then fine. I just keep grinding my way and I go organically. Either way, I'm happy. I'm completely happy because I'm in the act of doing it. All right. Autodidactic for the bulls. Amen. We analyze charts, not Trump tweets. 100%. Shout out to the 777. Shout out to the $100 super chat from $10 super chat. Man, your dedication. God bless you. Thank you from Branimir. And shout out to God is Love 777. Can't wait to finally meet you in Vegas. Been a long time coming. Be blessed and have a great time in Dubai. You earned it. Much love, homie. Thank you. And it's definitely going to be a stressful time for me. I'm going to have to make my stream at different times. I want to make sure my wife is happy. I want to make sure I spend time with the kids, get sleep, and still maintain the Discord. I don't even know how I'm going to do it and travel. I have no clue. I'm going to pray to God that God somehow finds a way, and I'm going to have faith that every day is going to be amazing. And I'm going to look forward to meeting Jamie. I haven't met Jamie, my own, employee, people that work. I don't even like dream work. People that have built the company with me. I get to meet with them, and that's a beautiful thing. We've never got to meet when we've been grinding so hard together. We've had to trust each other with so much. The cream always rises to the top. Sam is absolutely rising. We are riding, baby. We're on our way to 100,000 subscribers. There's nothing going to stop us. 500 likes. God bless all the people here. Jamie says, I'll handle it all. I know, Jamie. Thank you. He's like, I'll sleep for you too. Just moved countries, so many new things to get used to, and I know no one here, but I will always have Lifer with me. I bet you there's a Lifer where you're at, Christian. I bet you if you find out there's a Lifer right around the corner or not that far away. Our trade is starting to rip to the upside here as we are getting that launch. I just trust this 200 with everything, man, and I can't believe how many times it comes through for me. Live trading constantly with my 200 by my side, man. Today was a pretty crazy day for a Thursday. Curve looking interesting. I set that to alerts. Set alerts. If you don't know how to set alerts on your altcoins, you're going to miss out. You will not be able to keep up. It'll be absolutely impossible. Thank you, Sean. Jasmine ripping, B3 ripping, the NASDAQ ripping. I teach you how to set alerts. I don't even see other channels even say the word alert. Like, I don't even think they even you can't stay in this altcoin market and rip altcoins like we do without alerts. It's going to be impossible. 93,260 for Bitcoin. Ripping on Bit2Next. Shout out to anyone that jumps into Bit2Next. We have a cool campaign running right now, which gives you more back if you jump on in. If we get our volume all the way up, we get even more back. So the more we trade on Bit2Next, the better. Look at this too. And we're not going to, anyway, shout out to everybody here. If you want to jump on into class, I teach class the last May 10th. I'm like, May 10th. So jump on into Lifer Vision trading course right here. Bang, bang, bang. The code is over there. You can hit the QR code with your phone and it'll bring you there, or you can hit the link below the video. It's $150. I'm teaching what people were charging thousands of dollars for. I figured, how could I give people the fastest access to not losing money? That class will teach you so much and get you up to speed really, really quick. Lifer is us. We are the Lifer. Much love to you and the channel. Shout out to Mad B. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. When this 1 hour crossed the dotted line, fireworks could be imminent. Hey, definitely anything could happen, right? I just keep my stop here now below that 200. Right there. If they take me out for 119, so be it. And we go from there. I'll let it cook. There's not, crazy movement today, though. Would have been nice that we got that beautiful pump right off the bat, but it is what it is. Kind of starting to form something like this now. This would be great. The key is the 21-day moving average crossing the 200 MA and being and being where you need to be. Now, price action could come back down. I'm not saying these are perfect entries, but we just want to see consolidation. A lot of my trades aren't like, there's pinpoint accuracy, but then there's just like overall, okay, this is the general area, stop here, get me to here. You see what I'm saying? Like, the more you kind of visualize the trade without like seeing the overall big picture of what the probability should happen, or should occur, the way you'd like it to see. Someone did ask about cookies. So I see Alchemist AI about to move to the upside. And it's been super bullish, and people keep, they're liking it. The tech is working. It's panning out. So it's interesting. Seems to be some action here. Well, I'm up 40%. Thank you so much, Sammy. Hey, God bless you. I hope you're doing well. Ada just got a sweet bounce off the 4-hour 21 MA. I like it. We're going to 100,684 for Bitcoin. Shout out to Martin. Thank you. 120K incoming. Lifer and Zeno gonna be epic. Oh yeah. In Dubai. I fly out Sunday night. I'm gonna miss the weekly candle close. Obviously, I may be able to live stream it at 7 p.m. actually from the I may be able to catch something quick. I have live streamed at airports before. It's worked. I remember live streaming at the airport before, and it played out nicely. Yeah, XCN on the 1 hour looks like it could be doing damage out the flag just right here, right? And then it came out of this one. I'm in XCN heavy right now, and I'm happy that I am. It was the only coin. I don't know. I wasn't even into buying stuff. Remember, I was like tether up. I said only get into Ondo, Sui. I was like very cautious. But then something about how this coin had that run. You know what I mean? Something about it, and I was like, man, I'm buying this. I'm buying these lows here, and it's been getting a bounce ever since. Connected to ISO 2022, connected to XRP, and XRP somewhat connected. It looks like to the Trump administration, and somehow the way they're gonna redo the entire financial system. Like, it's by the end of the 4 years, it's gonna be SWIFT will be done, and we'll be on XRP settlements. And maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I envision. All right, that's what I envision. Deep Book protocol, amazing. Shout out to anyone that jumped into Deep Book with the lifer. I mean, all the way up to 22. It did get a sell-off quickly back on that 1 hour, though. Like, dang, but it's been on a massive tear, Deep Book protocol as well. Let's kind of look at it clean. But why did this pump so hard? Because it's the DEX for SWI. And I've been telling you guys, remember one night SWI was hot and I said, we're going to get it to Deep Book here. We got it to Deep Book at 5. It ran all the way to 30. We did a 6X. I sold it. I got back in here and here, so I am down on some, but now I'm way above where I got in now, and things are going well. And I even DCA'd at the bottom just a snidget, just a little bit, just to make me feel better about, holding on to Deep Book. So I still have my day. Deep is basically my play for SUI. Like if you don't want to hold SUI, you hold Deep. I figured this out a long time ago. I'd find the DEX, and if a coin was hot, I'd buy the DEX instead of the coin. All right, that would prepare me to get the gains that I needed. So now look, I mean, we're away for the 21. We're coming back to the 21 now. So we're expecting this to flag out. If it loses the 200, the trade's over. And I'm okay with that. Today's been kind of sketchy. It's been up and down. It's, we haven't got as much volume on a usually Thursday morning. It's been a little sketchy for sure. Forex Factory. Thursday. Did we have something Thursday? I think we did have something today too. Unemployment claims came in this morning at 222. Exactly, it was a nothing burger. But I mean, it wasn't higher. So, I mean, to me, that's somewhat good. You know what I mean? It's a more bullish idea. And do we have anything? We have core retail sales for Canada. No, revised consumer sentiment. It's not really a big deal. So that was it, really, And that's why we did get some volatility at 8:30. It's funny, I didn't pay attention. And I'm the one I got to teach you guys, right? But it happens. That's why I teach you to put the sticky on your desk, because you will forget. You'll know exactly about it for 5 days straight. And then when you're in the midst of a trade, it's taking up so much of your brain power. You forget stuff. That's what I've learned. So like you're in because you're looking at the 1 minute, the 5 minute. You're not going to remember things that you have planned out days before. So the sticky on the desk is going to be really it's going to help you. You're not going to have to think. I take away all the things that whenever you have to think, it takes away from the ability to do, right? So to be a super productive person, I try to take away from all the thought. Like, if you have to remember stuff, don't remember it. Just put it in a sheet and put it right in front of you. Like make it so simple so your brain doesn't have to keep going back into itself to find out what's going on. And you can stay on task. For me to run the Discord properly, for me to help, thousands of people the way I do, I have to be extremely efficient with my mind. If I waste any time with my brain throughout the day, I feel it. I see it. I miss something. I don't help somebody. And so as the stream started, I stay very, very, very focused on my mind. Very, very focused on my mind, right? See, the stop should always be below the 200 MA. And you know, that's it. Anywhere else, you're likely to get played with. Yeah, so deep, I'm looking for the pullback there. You know, somewhat back to these areas. It may not go that low, but maybe 13, 12 would be awesome. It did rip to 23 though, all the way from 4. I mean, it did a 5x, it did almost a 5. It did, yeah, it's crazy. It almost did a 6x. All right. People with a desk definitely use them. I'd say, you're funny. Existing home sales, long sweep from 2-1, 11x gains, and going. God bless you, brother. Sam, check ton. Shout out to Jay Hut Sharma. Yeah. And I've never been greedy. I don't go hard on leverage. Like, I don't leverage every single altcoin. Like, I put 150 grand into Bitcoin. Someone say, well, why didn't you put 10 grand in all different altcoins and leverage them at 3x and make more money? Maybe I could have. I'm just not greedy. I'm not into chasing. Like, I like humble money that comes the way it's supposed to come. And maybe I'm strange that way. I'm old school. I was raised by my bricklayer and an iron worker. Like, you know, I don't chase fast money. I chase guaranteed money. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, I lev trade all day long. But it's Bitcoin mainly. I stay away from the altcoins on lev trading. For me personally, it's just not my thing. Yeah. Exactly. Great minds. Exactly. That was Mark Twain. I'm going to Colombia to vacation in the Coffee Triangle Paradise. Hey, it sounds beautiful. Bucaramanga, right? Yeah. So Deep Book with a huge move, but pulling back a little bit there. I mean, they ran that puppy up. I believe over time, Deep Book's going to be somewhere up in the 70s to $1. So I'm holding my Deep Book for bigger gains. That might be one of the best performing assets in the market this year. Deep Book. I see potential couple handle vibes with a 15-minute. Yeah, like we might make a handle here. This could be the cup of the handle. There's also kind of a shoulder head shoulder, and we almost have a neckline there. I'm with you on that. We might make a handle here of some type. Pretty strange price action if you look at it like by itself here. It's just some decent chop, but rounded top that did not, we ended up getting put back up. It says we're just going to head to 98, 92.8, 90, 94.1 maybe. 93.8, I mean, and 94.1. Sammy Price, Imagine Forever President, Vice President, amen. Get the MC Arabia, win in Dubai. I see potential cup and handle vibes in the 15. Yeah. Should I buy now, Big One? I would never tell you what to do with your money. You got to do whatever you want. So I trade on Mexi, the least amount of fees in the game. I trade on Weeks with the second least amount of fees. It's awesome. And then BitDinex with the fees a little higher, but it has some options that you just can't get anywhere else. And fast action when I'm scalping. So I will give some of those fees just for that behavior. And that's my 3 exchanges. If you want to sign up to any of them, there's links below. And right here we have links to the trading group and to Mexi if you want to jump on in today. God bless you. XRP needs to be beat with a stick. And from now on, I'll tell you, yeah, wait, we'll do it tomorrow, yeah. And we can move that to Weeks now. Weeks and Mexi. Maybe all 3, I guess, again. Sean. It looks like Adam and Eve double bottom. It does have an Adam and Eve double bottom vibe to it. You're spot on. I didn't see that. I'd like to take credit, but you got it. You were spot on. I didn't see it at first. But there it is. It is an Adam and Eve double bottom, but it's a little sketchy. Yeah. Let's take a look at PVS. Someone asked about PVS again. I remember that coin back in a couple weeks ago. You were asking about it. Can't remember if I was fond of it or not. It's been going sideways and back down to the 21-day moving average, which is somewhat more bullish. It's got low volume because the flat, the candles aren't full. So I can tell that the spread is light, which means it's probably a very low cap coin. So just be careful trading it. I don't know. It looks okay. Look, it's a cup and handle. Says it can get to 0.16. If you believe in it and have conviction, the TA does look all right. Not much to go on. It's very simple, but It's above the 200 MA. It's bouncing tight moving averages, and that's a cup and handle. And I play cup and handle. Says it's going to blast to the upside. No guarantees, but I like what I'm seeing there for PVS. Yeah. Exactly. So I'm seeing it looks like we're going to get a beautiful short squeeze. There's a bunch of shorts that are about to get liquidated up there. BOOKMAP usually calls it out. When we see the liquidations up there, we get them. So I would not be surprised. Just like last night, they were down there and we got them. I wouldn't be surprised. We go to 93,700. And everybody, let's take a moment. If you stuck with me through this hard time, if you DCA'd into the pain, if you bought and didn't panic sell your bags, if you bought more Bitcoin on the lows, if you used the Fear and Greed Index to continue to add, you're a lifer. Like a lifer is someone that can persevere when most people can't handle. A lifer is someone that buys in the fear when everyone's freaking out. A lifer is someone that takes a deep breath, is able to calmly ask God for clarity, and use that clarity to progress. You know, a lifer is someone that always has the answers because they know there's no such thing as fear. And fear is for the non-believers. When I die, I go back to the maker, the essence of God. I become a piece of it all again. You know, maybe I don't get to be the identity that I am and as such as I am and hold on to this individualness. I might have to go back to the bigger that I always was. That hurts at first, to the individualism inside of the ego, but we always weren't this piece anyway. We're something bigger. Once you let go and you realize that's where you're going, it's okay. But we fly to another realm. We're always going to be part of something bigger than we are. Don't you understand that? That's why it's so tough to be a human, to be so individualized, because we are already everything. Don't you understand? That's why you can tap into all knowledge at all times. Like, it's already there because you're part of everything. Don't you get it? I don't know if I'm getting through to you or if I'm talking gibberish. I hope I don't sound like Kamala Harris. Hey, I do good improv. I do get improv. I don't know where it came from, but it came from. But the ethereal space and time, we're all connected. Once you get that, you get that. You know, lifers know this. Lifers know this. You're like, damn, I didn't come here for this. I came here for the gains. But don't worry, we'll give you the gains too. See, if I just talk nonsense, philosophical stuff, and then give you the gains, you could say, hey, heck, but I'm filling you with knowledge while I'm filling you with gains. Doesn't sound right. That was, but I'm helping you, man. You know, I'm the men and women here, hopefully. But everybody, you know, above that 200, the 21 catching, it's a good chance that this is now the bigger picture flag here. That thing can move. And now we can start getting them, go after those liquidations. So we got liquidations waiting to pay us. We got shorts at top. The shorts want to pay us, baby. And now that looks right. That's my model now. 5 minute above the 200 with the 21 touching. Starting to look pretty scrumptious to me. I don't know about you, but I like what I'm seeing there. That's a model right there. So the way I look at it, and could they still go out? Anything could happen. Every trade is an open moment of infinite possibility. Say that again. Every trade is an open moment of infinite possibility. Stopped out, stopped in, flipped up, flipped down. No guarantees at all. That's why traders are, you know, we're courageous people. We're like explorers. Every single day we crack open a new move, a new journey. There's no guarantees that I'll win this trade right now in front of y'all. You see? But I'll take a shot because I'm a trader. That's what makes me different than most people. I'm willing to take a shot. And I'll take the shots over and over again till eventually I win. Don't you get it? It doesn't matter how many times I lose. Eventually I'm going to win. I know that. Once I know that, then I can't lose. Isn't it weird? Once you know that you're going to win because you're relentless, then you know that you're never going to lose. Then you're never afraid of doing anything ever again because you know you're going to win doing it. Once your mind already sees the outcome, That's the outcome that is created by reality. Don't you understand? Conor McGregor saw himself winning before he won because that's what he knew was going to happen. There was no way it wasn't going to go any other way. It had to be. It had to be. Those are the only results. That's it. And when you set your mind that way, you train that way. When you train that way, you grind that way. When you grind that way, you win that way. There's just no stopping you. This is my model here. This should play out 90% of the time. I should get paid here. Does it mean I will? No. But it should. This candle should turn green, another boom, 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 and we should hit my target at 94,008, and I see the liquidations right there. BOOKMAP's also telling me that there's shorts about to get squeezed. If you've come to this channel for the last 5 years, you've watched me short squeeze people. You've watched us make money as the shorts get squeezed. Over and over again. There's a bunch of people short right now. They think they know more than me. I think I know more than them, right? It's the battle. I don't think I know anything. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. See, that's the difference between me and them. I know nothing. I am just a bot who trades above the 200 MA. I'm a little widget. That's it. I'm a node. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a button presser. I'm a button presser. I just press the buttons at the right time. If I press the buttons at the right time, the trade should play out, right? If you press the same buttons as me at the same time I did, you drag this over, you use the same, then isn't that interesting? So if you press the buttons just like me, you're winning. Look, we're up $88. That's a lot. For some people in third world countries, that's a good amount of money. And we used $1,000 to make $80. I mean, that's almost 10%. People yell and scream to make 10% of the market today. To make 8% of the market is amazing. Most people could never do that at 33x leverage. And to hold it and maintain. So we got 2 trades open, one on MEXC, one on B2Nex. And heck, I could open one on weeks too. It all looks good to me. Just hang below the 200 MA and let it rip. There's a few different trades you could trade too. You could trade the actual pattern. You could trade the predicament. Trading the predicament is just getting it, so look, when the market's really, really weird and I really don't trust it, I still trade my model, but I do it differently. So look, I could trade the flag closely and trade the model with the flag, right? But I could also just get in here, put a stop like here, and just make it a really big trade that just suggests that and say, I'll keep this open for a few days. And all I have to suggest is we're going to end up here before we end up there, and the fact that the 200's in the way. Now you have I use less money in these trades because the stop loss will be deeper. You see what I'm saying? Doesn't even have to be that deep, something like that. You're still playing on the odds of the 200 MA though. It's the same exact concept and all the same. So you got this flag here touching the 200 MA. That bounces TVS. That could, little coin, but you see what happens. Crypto bubbles. Prime 3.9, AOIZ up 3%. Let's take a look at AOI16Z. I like this coin. AI16C on Bybit. All right. I got stressed trading with money is hard. Money is not easy. You know what I mean? I put big money in spot. Big money in spot. Much love, Sammy. Shout out to David. Let's take a look at AI16Z. I mean, this thing looks money to me. It's one of the hotter coins in the game. I feel like it bottomed. It's getting above a 200 MA. It tweets every day about the market, right? It's like its own little brain. And it had an ecosystem that was really ripping. Now, it's already breaking out. That's technically buying the breakout, which to me is a little against the rules. I like to be in earlier. But it's ripping. Look at the stochastics. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing continues to do damage. This is a hot coin with a big following, and a lot of people were just waiting for the bottom. See, everyone was just watching the market, just waiting for the bottom. Saying, can we get that bottom? When can we get it? How can we get it? You see what I'm saying? That gets all the way to what? 2316? So. And once Bitcoin starts, Bitcoin looks like it's could erupt today. And Bitcoin erupts, we're going to get that move on almost everything. I see AOI16Z headed to 23 cents. Again, if I saw something like this, I'd zoom in now. It's starting to pump. See, across the 200 MA. Now you're looking for some type of flag on the 15. So you never chase. And you may miss out when it's pumping. That's okay. There will be a flag on the smaller time frames at one point that you can use to enter the trade. You got to use logic though. All right. We haven't hit the bottom yet. Wait till the next quarter earnings. Yeah. Cookie Dow is going to rip. Cookie Dow should be ripping. Because it's like, you know, it's the basis of all this. And people want to get the cheap prices to get access to the coins, right? 11 cents for Cookie Dow, too. Let's take a look at Cookie. Cookie took a beating from the highs at 71 when it was the hottest thing since sliced bread. I still have my 10,000 Cookie, too. You even forget what happened, man. The market changed. You're like, oh, yeah, like, where are those coins? Like, what did I do? See, I see an Adam and Eve in there. Backtest these with me. I see these hidden Adam and Eves. They're so cool. I started looking at this just 18 months ago. Was the first time I ever saw something like this or even considered it. I could never see it before, but it's a slanted Adam and Eve. I agree that Cookie Dow, it may go up and down, but I say months from now, it's going to be somewhere 43 back to 60 cents. All right. That is a speculative idea, but Avia Ondo is pumping very hard right now. Look at it. I mean, Ondo is hot. Once they know the market's hot. And I'm going to show you my call for Ondo on the 3-day chart here that we gave to the channel over and over again. So right here, you can see that Ondo just, like what? But I've had this cup and handle in this trend line for Ondo, and I believed anything at 75 cents was a good look for Ondo. Of any coin I talked about over and over again, and I even DCA'd into it, I bought more Ondo. I just felt like, you know, I know the market wasn't good, and I know I couldn't tell where the bottom exactly was, but I knew we were extremely oversold, and it was just an institutional coin, and I felt like if I had to hold it for 2 more years, fine, so be it, you know. 93,320 for Bitcoin. You could start winning this trade here. And that's all that matters today, right? Is that we win this puppy. We want to make gains. We want to make bacon on the beach. Let's get this pump, man. It's all setting up nicely after the eradication of the liquidations. That was crazy. And we were hitting the 5-minute 200 MA too a couple times, which I didn't, you know. I wish I had more SWE now. See, I got the deep book bag, and the deep book bag is going to carry me through. Yeah. Ondo ripping. Deep book ripping. You think SWE, it's sad. Deep book got a sell off a little earlier, though, than it's interesting. Usually they pump together, but. And SWE's just fast and easy to use. People like it. Look at that thing, 336, baby. And we told you SWE was going to continue. We even had this flag for SWE. And we talked about SWE going parabolic. I mean, you can't say we didn't bring it up. We didn't show you on the channel. Again, this is a very like, I'm like, what are you doing, Sam? But even, I just trade flags. Like, that's consolidation right there. You see what I'm saying? And that says you're going higher. Like, go to the measured move all the way to 364. Bags on bags of SWE. So, you know, having your SWE bag is the key. It really is, man. Like, having a SWE bag is key. Like, it's like, if you don't have SWE, I don't know what to say. Thanks for sharing all your knowledge, my friend. Can you please look at ENA and share your thoughts? Super chat, Trump, ENA, Sol, and PVS. Trump coin continuing to rip too as well. Looking fat. That flag right there at 8.15, and then it went all the way to 14. People are going to start kicking themselves. I'm okay with not owning any more Trump. It's like, even if it rips, I mean, it's Trump coin. You think if the market's going to rip, it's going to go, right? I don't know. I just remember getting overly crazed in memes last season twice. Like, it came up, and I'm going to keep myself calm, cool, and collected this time. I'm going to be more selective, just 4 or 5 memes, not 50 of them. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. I see Trump coin coming back to the 21-day moving average on the 4-hour and then ripping. And it could make even a more upward trending flag. You don't know exactly, but it is in an uptrend. It crossed the 200 MA after being below it for a long time. And just one candle getting above it, and you get a catalyst to the upside. I teach you this over and over again on a daily basis, right? So, Mark, gonna dump. Yeah, Sweet was going to go one accumulate. It's a run up, though. Yeah. Alchemist AI just popped again. Yep, starting to create a move out of that flag to the upside. Liquidity is flowing into this market. Ondo getting the beautiful pump. And when Ondo cracks $1, it's a big deal. And look, you can see it's a shoulder, a head, a right shoulder. You see that? It's all right there. We gave this trade for Ondo on the 3-day chart over and over again. I said, man, accumulate, accumulate, accumulate. And again, I can't tell you what to do, but I told you what I was doing. And I told you the only coins that I would be touching, like Ondo. Now you're getting, you know, people are going to kind of start chasing these a little bit today. But for me, it's just really just accumulation. You know, below $1 was the key. Now, if you're fiending for it and you wish you got into some Ondo, it's about that 21 in the 4-hour time frame. Maybe it continues to pump a little more, but eventually that 21 is going to come back to price action. The trade is floundering here for Bitcoin, not doing great. We're not getting fall through today. I noticed it earlier. Like we don't seem to get the complete move in the volume. You know, it's very flat. Every time we get a push, we don't get any volume to cover. Just kind of flat. We'll see what happens. We're above the 200 It's still bullish, but we're just getting more. It's slow price action today. It's, you know, it feels more. It's more like a Thursday afternoon already, right? Exactly. You don't need the price points right there. I'm not showing you any coins that you need. You know what I mean? You don't even know what that coin is. So you don't even know what price points I'm covering. So you're done. All right. Yeah. I got 20,000 on auto. My bags are packed. Do you think H bar is going back to 36 cents? It's possible. Sam, you faded Tiba. God bless you, man. I faded 1,000 coins. How could I know every coin? Yeah. I probably didn't even fade it. I was just tired, man. A couple days I was on no sleep. Yeah. Oh, you're back on this thing again, though? I'm all set. I'm all set. I am all set. Yeah, I'm all set on this one. This thing is trash. I'm sorry. God bless you, bro. I'll continue to fade that thing and may it go to 1,000x. And let me fade it all the way. You know what I mean? I don't have to like every coin. I never said I did or would. Beautiful pump in these altcoins, man. You can just see allocation. And it was just, there was a flag on the 4-hour touching the 21 on every coin. We just got a massive pump to the upside on Cardano. Everything just ripping. I see Cardano in the bigger picture. Let's see, you gotta, to me, to make big money, you gotta zoom out. You gotta put big money on long term. Like, and I got big bags on Cardano. I've been holding Cardano since 2 cents, so I'm happy to see where it's at right now. Like, and I see it ripping all the way to 161 on this next big leg. I don't really pay attention to the little stuff. Someone says XRP pumping right now. Everything is making that same move out the 4-hour time frame. Look. Just a little bit, you know, the bounce off the 21 on the 4-hour and that's bouncing off the 21 and the 200 MA with a higher low, you see? It's really just saying that altcoins are starting to say, hey, yeah, we bottomed out. We're going to start making higher lows. Expect us to make higher highs. And that's what it's saying. Wow, back to 93,350 pumping. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Can we win the trade? Will we win the trade today? He didn't fade it. He was asleep. He said, I'm deed. Yeah, I know, right? If you could check my super chat, please. I really need help with Maneki chart. All right, let's take a look at the super chats and see what people are saying. Wow, we got Kenneth Thompson. You think Trump is going to make a run considering the Trump meme holder gala announcement? Possibly. Sol TA from the GOAT. We'll take a look at Sol TA and Trump TA. Shout out to all the beautiful people here on the live. May I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. If I came to your house, I would hit that like button. If I was watching your stream, I would hit that like button. I would do everything I can to help you get to your subscribership goal, your subscribers goal. I would, because I know if I helped you, then people would help me get to my goals. And so we're in this universal world where we're all together. So Yeah, I mean, Trump coin, I just see got to come back to the 21 of the 4 hour. When the 4 hour and the 21 are touching, I'd be looking for an entry for Trump. And it was in a nice flag earlier too that we could see. This flag said it was going to pump, and I put it out. I even went, there was a flag here on Brett, Trump, a lot of coins. Wow, that was $8, and it did rip almost up. It went up 100%. I mean, it went to like 50, almost went to 16. So doubled your Solana bag. Sol TA. Let's take a look at Solana, my biggest bag, one of my biggest bags. So I put out a rising wedge flag for Sol. They came back, it bounced like everything else on the 4 hour 20. Look, they all did the same thing, can't you see? And that tells me there's a move coming. I see alts. Looks like there's going to be an alt weekend. Like the alt pump starts now and we pump through the weekend. But I see Solana headed to the target 166. And I'm sticking to it. And then we'll reassess from there. But I do see Solana going to 166. This trade's basically a little bit above break even. We got in around 139 though. And it is up 151. So it is up nicely. Want to intro you to 1 million sub podcaster to hit 100,000 subs. Thank you. Man, your dedication, knowledge, and your passion. Thank you for saying that. And Soul TA from the GOAT. God bless you. Then we have Mad B. And I just shot everyone out. We have Kenneth Thompson, Chris Kansas, Branimir, Sweet Biddy McGee, Kurt Shore, God is Love, 528, Mad B, and Nick Ellegard. Can you check out PVS? We did look at PVS. Thank you, Nick. Hello, Ever. Can you look at Maneki from Harris Jaweed? Let's take a look at Maneki from my man Harris and see what's happening. Bitcoin back to 93,140. Playing games. Every time we get that little pump to the 300s, we seem to get rejected by 93.3. So let's look at Maneki. My back end Maneki, right? On MEXC. Wow, it got pumped, it got dumped, and then it got pumped again. I own Maneki long term. I got into the coin back in the day. I would love to see it revisit its all-time highs and start to moon. It would change my life. It would be awesome, right? It would, good amount of Maneki. So let's see what happens. But Maneki did make a nasty bottom. Ended up below the 200 MA on that daily time frame, and now it's in some type of really strange price action. I got to tell you, that's a bit odd. Like in my whole life, I've seen a lot of price action. I haven't seen this many times. It's pretty strange. At the end of the day, it could be in some type of consolidation and break on out of here. It's above the 200 MA. Look for it to get tight here, break out, and boom. The target could take it to 0.880083226 for Maneki. A bit strange and sketchy, though, I'll be honest. I believe it, and I hold the coin, so I'm a little more biased on that pump, but thanks for sharing all your knowledge, my friend. Can you please look at ENA and share your thoughts? Yeah, and then the bigger picture for Maneki is you're just beat. You're oversold, and you got to get back above at least this, this resistance to be able to remain bullish. But, the meme coin can easily get back to its all-time high at 1.2. I got faith. I'm holding it. I'll see where it goes. I got Maneki in the bag, so. Wow, ENA got beat. Last time I looked at it, I was looking for when the fib would hold. No, sir. Just went for the double bottom. Very similar to Tau, BitTensor, almost every coin made these giant double bottoms. They said, okay, you had a little mini run. We're going to bring it back and we're going to make another run. We're going to get the prices you got. That's what I found about institutions. They always seem to bring the price back to where they want it at, regardless of where you want it at, right? I mean, that's a giant cup and handle. And it says that's going to be your bottom, and you're going to head up back to 144. Perfect time to buy. You're not buying the top. It's oversold. If you like this coin, I hold this coin, so I'll see where it goes. So it's telling you that's the best chance you can do is buy the lows. You got no other chances. I don't know what to tell people, but again, I can't tell you what to do. But just overall, the probability is you buy the lower areas when prices really beat. Still pretty sketchy right now. Not everybody believes in it. Doesn't say it's going to happen for sure. You see, so. Okay. TARS AI, can you just do 100x and H-bar? Let's take a look at H-bar and TARS AI. Bitcoin sitting at 93.80 now. Starting to fall off here. Some bearish divvy now, looking like it may not follow through. We may not get the model. And you kind of, the other cool thing about the model is you kind of see a lot of wicks. It's just, you can see when there's stress on the model. And Thursdays are sketchy. I just like, I don't know, what am I risking there? 113. What we up on the day there? 5,000. And you can see I trust these exchanges. I don't play games, you know. Maxi token ripping too. Let's take a look at Hedera hash graph here on the USD. It did have a higher low there. I like that. Last time I looked at it was somewhere, what, March 11th. So just like Bitcoin, though, it had to come all the way back down. I mean, these are some of the greatest prices. You buy near the 200 MA. You sell when you're away from the 200 MA. It's really simple stuff. Again, you do whatever makes you happy. You know, I used to make this stuff more complex. The older I get, the simpler it is for me. It's not a lot of it's not a lot of rocket science. It's, you know, just like a stop somewhere below there and see if you can get all the way back to that high. You know, that's a 236% gain. Actually, no. I misspeak. But yeah, I mean, this tells me that's a breakout too. You know, you would have liked to have bought the fear first. That's why I buy in the breakout. It's not the best, right? You don't get the best price. But what I would do is now when I confirm that it looks good, then I'd look for flags in the smaller time frame above the 200. Preferably on the 1 hour. Like I look for the daily to be good and look for the 1 hour. So the whole entire altcoin market ripped in the last half an hour to an hour. Like it just exploded. Like every coin got a bump, it felt like almost everything. Every coin bounced. And if you go to the total market cap, that's what it's going to look just like this. It bounced, and to me, it almost is like a DXY dump because it's like everything went up, including the NASDAQ, right? And I'd like to take a look back at that NASDAQ in a second too and see how it's doing. Ought to be a golden cross there. A huge pump though. Wait for the 21. I wouldn't be surprised if this kind of like ends up making these flags. Like, you know, we kind of go up and down here and then we consolidate. But HBAR looks bullish to me. If you want to hold a long term, it's probably a great price. You know, 2-3 month hold and we blast. So you're telling me there's a chance here for Bitcoin. So it's attempting to double bottom now, right? It's attempting to double bottom. Look at that. Can it bounce all the way to 94,166? It's possible. There's a chance. You never know, but it's possible, right? I'm seeing a shoulder ahead, a right shoulder now, right? It's just, I got faith that 200 could hold me down now because the 21 crossed it. That's what's keeping me alive. But the price action's looking sketchy. Would have liked to trade that NQ today. That thing just lifted off the 5-minute flag and never looked back. Look at that. Beautiful trade. I saw the flag right there, and then the thing was just, I'd open, boom. You just buy it open and make money. It was that simple today, huh? Bang, bang, bang. And now you got, look, shoulder, head, kind of right shoulder, hitting some liquidity, might slow down. I'd be out for the day on that one. That would just boom. And I gave, you know, I was putting that out to the group this morning. So I'm going to start trading that NQ. I like what I'm seeing on that NQ on that flag. Simple is as simple does, right? Like, it's just simple. Like, you could tell what it was going to do. It said, hey, I'm in a bull flag. I'd like to pump. Bitcoin did a bunch of backwards action back and forth. But you see, I'm looking at the NQ at 923 right before open, and it's about to peak out there. I'm like, man, the NASDAQ in a bull flag, like that thing's about to pump. Bull flags have a 68% chance. Second you call it a bull flag, there's a high probability you're going to win the trade. You see what I'm saying? I like it. 93,002, all of a sudden getting the bounce. And they're toying with us today. And that's why I just stay below the 200, come back in a few hours and either win the trade or don't. Don't use mental energy staring at that screen on low volume Thursdays when they're playing with your bond. Good morning, Sam. Wishing you a great day, brother. Shout out to Rudy. God bless you, man. Could you please check Lumia for me, please? We'll take a look at Lumia. And could TARS AI do a 100x? Yeah, there's a chance. So you're telling me there's a chance. It could defy the right shouldering and get busy, continue to rip. I see the NASDAQ going on a massive tear back to the upside. Just to be clear, I see this shoulder, head, right shoulder, and a move all the way back up. They're going to print money, M2 money supply coming into the market. I don't see how they don't liquidate these people today. They're just playing with the shorts right now, making them, I see shorts about to get liquidated later on. Somewhere by 2 or 3 in the afternoon, the shorts should be getting liquidated. But I could be wrong. It's 11:34, 93,700 looks like the proper area for those squeezes to be obliterated. 93.3 again. I'm still in the trade. Now that I've battled this much, it makes me want to go extra hard, Man. Yeah, but that NASDAQ gonna rip. And then the 5-minute flag that just played out so well today. I see the right shoulder, probably a pullback somewhere back to 19,000. I'd be taking profits if I was in the NASDAQ. That's just too beautiful. Look how many green candles you got in a row on the 5-minute time frame. I mean, that's just a blessing. They've been... Look, I even saw the shoulder, head, right shoulder, and then there's the cup and handle. It all plays out. If you learn what I teach you, you're going to be able to see what it is. So this is my model. Above the 200 MA, 21 crossing, 15-minute time frame. Looks beautiful. Looks absolutely beautiful. And then we got liquidity above us. Don't mind if I do. So I might just kind of take a little move here. I might get a little overexposed here. Little bit of overexposure, right? I mean, we're showing some strength now. I don't love Thursdays, but you got to go with what the market gives you. They've played games a lot already. I'm still alive, right? So I go to 95,526 or 226, 95,226. And I just take the measured move. I don't question them. I usually sell early, though, like somewhere in here. I'll probably sell somewhere between 90, even 94,000 if that short squeeze. If we get a massive short squeeze and we get far away from the 21, I never really sell my target. I sell when we're away from the 21-day moving average. If we move up with the 21 slowly, I don't sell then. But if we get a huge move up and we're here somewhere and we're away from the 21, I'm likely going to take profits. And I could get beat either way, all the way. 92,461. Again, the same old, same old. Just grow the account. It is a Thursday. Looks like I'll get a better price, too, at the bottom of the channel, possibly, right there. I could wait for 93,094 again. Now it looks like a right shoulder. Maybe I don't add exposure. So I got to wait now, see? Price action's always teaching me something or telling me something. And I'm always learning. I never have all the answers. I never will. I know that. And that's how I'll be able to survive the best. If I tell myself I know it all, I'm not going to do pretty good, am I? No. Because I'm a know-it-all. No one wants a know-it-all, man. No one likes to be around a know-it-all. No one wants to be around a know-it-all. You want to be around someone that says, hey, man, I've done a lot. I think I got it pretty down, but you know what? I may be wrong. I might not be right. But, I do the best I can, and we go from there, right? But nobody likes being around a know-it-all, man. I know nothing but the fact of my ignorance can get you so far. It's a humbling saying that people will respect you for saying. Because we all know it's true. Like, we don't have to expect to know it all. Anyone that expects themselves to know it all is putting too much pressure on themselves. And they don't see the big picture anyway. Amen. Let's see what's hot today right now and absolutely ripping in the last hour. We have Onyx coin ripping, Bitcoin in the last 24 hours too. We have a Trump. Funny, Trump's not this is wrong. There it goes. Weird, right? I saw that earlier today. It did the same thing with another coin. SWI up 11%, Injective up 7%, and again, BitTensor. And anyone that had the guts to get into things on the low, you're getting paid. You know, you're getting paid. 25% on Stellar Lumens, Casper back at 9.7. Say at 19, up 14%. Even Celestia up 26% in 7 days, back to 291. Near Protocol, SHIB, Render. And the, Chainlink back to 15. Strong. And again, I'll say it 100 times, but I see a move back up there to liquidate the $93,700 and up liquidity. Let's take a look at Lumia for my man, or for an awesome lifer, Marta. Honestly, that's almost looking more bullish than bearish now. See, that could be a right shoulder and dump. It could flatten out and pump. NASDAQ looking like it could go for more. Money printer go brrr. NASDAQ go pump. Market come back strong. I never really believed we were going into some type of bearish market. And then they had Warren Buffett getting into cash. Oh, it's over. We're going to. People started saying we're a recession, depression, all this nonsense. I don't know, man. I just pay attention to the charts. I saw a reversal coming. I know we like to pump September, October, November. Looks like they're setting everything up for a massive move. Exactly how they want it. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm starting to see. I took the trade on weeks, as you can see. So we got a trade on weeks, a trade on Mexi, and a trade on Bitfinex. All using that 200 MA. Heavy exposure here on a Thursday, which is rare for me on a Thursday. But I like I'm playing my model. So if I lose on my model, so be it. I don't mind losing on my model. If I lose on my model, so be it. Let me lose on the model. You see what I'm saying? It is what it is. Can you check Lumia? Let's take a look at Lumia and see what's cracking with Lumia. Ooh. So, looks like I put it out in this little flag here, and it boomed greatly for 25% gain. Unbelievable, right? Still holding 15% and coming back to test that 200 MA on the 4-hour time frame. A lot of times, that's going to be a key area of a bounce, of a bounce. And so you'd look for Lumia to be bouncing here. If I was swing trading it, I would have taken profits. I get it. You may be in. You're like, is it going to go lower? What am I going to do? You do a couple things. Move stop loss to break even. And go from there. Take profits. Re-enter here. Wait for it to break out. But Lumia looks good. And the trade I put out right there is continuing to pump to the upside for Lumia. And I could see this bounce off the 200 to 41% gains back to 51 cents. Whatever happened to Oyuki? This thing looked good. BNB was, kicking. Oh, they went down on him, man. They stopped out everyone at 2.4 for Oyuki. But I got faith this thing over time could pan out. Backed by B, it looks like BNB likes it. CZ talks about it. It's deep in AI. Newer coin. Look for that higher low to bounce. Wouldn't be surprised if this thing made bacon on the beach. Possibly 62% gains for Oyuki. And Bitcoin back at 93,002, just kind of toying around in this area. Really nothing to write home about. Sideways price action for the last half an hour for BTC. Let's get back into general chat. Shout out to everybody here. Thank you for jumping on in. And appreciate each and every one of you for being here. TARS AI is still inside this flag that looks like it's going to break out to me. It's in a beautiful flag here. Broke above the 2. It's above the 2 with the 21 touching. how that doesn't pump. And this thing is backed by Solana Foundation. A lot of people want in. I feel like they brought it low so they could get in on the low. This thing looks like it's going to pump and pump hard. TARS AI. Interesting. Super Chat, Doge, and TARS AI. We'll take a look at Doge too. And TAI has been on my radar from the beginning. Took a beat down. Again, like everything. But that looks good. I just really like flags above the 200 when the 21's touching. Like, that's just, again, that's money, you know, that's the status right there. Okay, so now we have this touching like this bouncing like that. And then move to 0.21, right? Almost an Adam and Eve there when you really look at it. I see Doge beginning to rip. Again, everything has bounced off the 21 in a flag. Like every single coin has done this. Like that's a substantial coin. It's the beginning of a bigger move. You would be flagging out your 15-minute now for entries. And if the 15-minute flags out, then you're going to go on a tear today. If it loses the 200 MA, then it was lackluster. But it'll all be told by this 15, and then the bigger time frame, the 4 hour, says you're just getting a breakout. And that bigger target takes you to 21 cents for Doge. Yeah. Bitcoin head and shoulder on the 1 minute saying, can you please check Pepe? Yeah. At least watching the stream for a month has definitely made me know and have emotions to sell when needed and not chase. I sucked before, lost 25K in potential profits on Doge. I found the channel after. No worries, John Blake. God bless you, man. It's a process. Everything we do is a process. One step at a time. Okay? Nothing is guaranteed in trading. That thing looks good to me. And it could dump all the way down. You never know. The market could shift. That's the one thing. We all want it to be perfect, but nothing is. Nothing is. Add an alert on that vertical line. And then add alert here too. Stochastics are low as well, which usually gives you a pretty dang good entry. So TARS AI, that may be one of the best prices we could get before it absolutely moons. It bottomed at 2 cents. It's already up, 100%. All right. Yep. Fed has been moving since the 7th. Golden Cross, great move today. Yep. I bet it bounced off the 4 hour 21. Look at that. It was a perfect flag. Beautiful move for Fed. I hold huge bags of this stuff. You can see there's basically a bottom there too. And I bet that 4 hour, look, it came right. Yeah, this one was even better. Yeah, this one, but it did come off. It bounced off the 4 hour 21. And it was in the falling wedge. They all did it. Like every coin did it. They made a statement like, boom. Makes me think the DXY just went down and then everything went up that exact way because like everything, yeah, see the DXY, bomb. All the altcoins went boom. Yeah, because you lost value in the dollar, everything went up. And Bitcoin held against the DXY, so then all coins gained value against the dollar. DXY dropping back to, oh, look, it just dropped a little more. So Keat is another good one. Who is the partner of GTA 6? Yeah. Can you check Profi? Popcat being hit 80% every day, especially if able to catch the dips. Uh-huh. Can you check Profi? Yeah. Sui partnered with Pokemon. It's a big deal. I mean, that's huge. Someone said Morpho up 17%. EHEX Profi. Wow. And it's crazy how fast the stream erupts, right? It goes from people just being like, it's a quiet stream to the stream just, and can we 1,000 likes in the stream, please? And again, I'm grateful for the 774 likes, which I did receive. Thank you, dear Lord, for all the people that did hit the like button. I'm very, very grateful for that. God bless. Thank you. Bitcoin getting a little voracious here. And now, the longer this flag sits sideways, the more likely I'm going to win the trade. I do see a shoulder and a head and a shoulder there now, though. I'm not a fan of that. But I put my money where my mouth is. You saw me open trades on every exchange I have. So, like, I'm obviously bullish. I'm obviously bullish, and we'll go from there. We'll see what happens. No guarantees that we'll win. So my dad's tie, when I saw it today, I said, my dad's got me, man. My dad's got me. My dad's got me. Anyway, trading, man. And then I got the flight to Dubai. A lot on my mind, I gotta be honest, but we'll push through like we do every day. At least watching the stream for a month has definitely made me know how to. Okay, yeah. Thoughts on Griffin? Slap that like button. Advantages of cross margin versus isolated. It depends. I mean, if you got cross, you can stay in the trade with deep liquidations. Like if I got cross, my liquidation could be 50K. And just, am I going to go to 50,000? So you could just sit in the trade to eventually get back up again and take the gain. That's kind of the idea of cross margin. Like if I went in hard right now for Bitcoin, I could just open up the long with a liquidation and I keep enough money. My liquidation would be like 70,000. And so I might be down 8K or 9K, but if I just sit tight and as long as we get to 98 before we get to 50, I'll make my money on cross margin. The idea though, if the market turns, it keeps going down, you can lose it all. And so people do that and then they get emotional and then they don't have enough money to back it up and then it gets hairy. So I've only been hardcore leverage trading for like about almost 2.5, 3 years now. I'm not an expert at it. I've been trading for 20 years, but I didn't leverage trade for my entire, I made all my money without leverage trading first. I was doing the stock market and all this other stuff. And we didn't have access like we do now. It wasn't the same. We didn't have the same tools, tips, and tricks that we do now. We just didn't. So the options were not the same. So yeah, beautiful pump today, but I see some sideways price action in the interim. But a lot of coins look like they're getting ready for their next big move. They pump the market back up to and we're going to see, you never know. Anything could happen. I have no idea. I don't talk like that. See, I take it one step at a time. The Burn's always here chilling with you all. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. Even better when you have it on zero. I don't know what that means. Yeah. And God bless everybody out here on the live. Thank you so much for your time. Without your time, there is no stream. We won't have it. It won't happen. It'll just be me talking to a microphone. So I'll always be humbled by the fact that you people are the true makers of the stream, not me. I showed up and the algorithm made it happen, but I'll always be at the mercy of my watchers and you people because you guys make this stream. It's not me. I show up every day, but I'd have nothing without every one of you. And I love admitting my vulnerabilities. I love being completely humble and open with you all. I have no problems saying, hey, it's all you that made this stream happen. It had nothing to do. I showed up, but without you people, where would I be? You know what I mean? So thank you to everyone on this live. Thank you to my team, my wife, Sean, everybody that makes my life move the way it moves, because I benefit greatly from everybody's energy. And I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I know I think I'm going to owe a lot back to the world when I leave. So I got to leave a lot back. And I think now I realize why people that become very wealthy give a lot back, because they know that they got to. they're like, dang, God bless me with so much. I got to make sure I bless everyone else the same way, right? Sam, the Discord is hot, man. You created such a good thing. Thank you, Zaddy Chase. I appreciate you for saying that. Yeah. Hello from Trinidad and Tobago, the Caribbean. Great advice, bro. Keep up your great work. God bless you. Thank you. What do you mean, you people? I know, right?
Remember all that?
You people. What do you mean, you people? When I watch it live, you place trades. Thank you. God bless you, man. Yeah, I place trades overbought every time. Thank you. That's why I win the trade, right? Makes no sense to me. God bless you. Yeah. I love this guy. I love this guy. When I watch your trades, you place trades over. I like to call people out that make no sense. Just bounce, man. Just bounce. Like, just leave forever. You don't like me, you hate me, just get rid of me, bro. I'm not trying to be your friend, man. Leave me alone. If I saw you in the street and you talked to me like that, what would happen? Like, I would walk away from you. Nothing would happen. You wouldn't be my friend. Like, you definitely wouldn't get a ride in the Escalade. You definitely wouldn't get brought to the island. Like, no helicopter rides. You out. You out. I don't need you. I never did. Bounce and kick rocks, please, man. Thank you. God bless. Jeez Louise. What you said about cross margin happened to me and I lost everything. Now I'm in the 99 trying to make it back. What's my 2 years saving? Yeah, that's why I don't play cross margin. I don't do it. I know what I have and I'm not going to give it back. You get it? I think that's the greatest way to keep doing it, right? You would get a trip in the Escalade, but it would be one way. Oh my, yikes. Jamie don't play, man. So price action is just booming on these altcoins. But I mean, it was a huge pump. Now it looks like there's going to be some, some sideways price action, some scalping on the flags. I mean, this trade, when this trade, you get in overbought all time, every time you buy overbought. This guy's such a, I can't take it anymore, man. I can't. The 1 hour's halfway through overbought. You see what I'm saying? And we're in a flag that's now oversold. The 1 hour still got momentum. That was the entry there at 91.9 and we ripped back up. I'll give it to you. But now we're just consolidating above the 200 with the 21 in place. Let's see where we can go. We've hit 93.3 like 5 times now. It's insane. You cannot speak to the lifer like that. Show some respect over here. Hey. Throw some respect out of my name. Brought to the island. What? I ain't no island boy. Isn't that crazy though? The island boys. And then if you put their face next to... everyone knows, right? Like, you know who they are, right? Like, they're the sons of, you know that, right? I'm just saying, man. Right? So, thank you, haters. You keep us going day in and day out. God bless them, man. God bless them, right? Put out a white glove and... Hey, I've got a small cup that has major exchange listings being negotiated right now. I won't show low caps with your consent. Give me an okay and I won't put too much respect on your channel. I'd rather just I don't know. I just don't want to be associated, man. Project Moongo disappeared. He rugged it. Yo, that's crazy, right? People literally disappear in this. It's crazy, bro. Man. Yo, please do a Family Guy PETA voice. Hey, Alosh, I think I'm gonna grow a beard. When I watch crypto, I watch the Crypto Lifer. That's right. Hey, Krish, go to your room before I put my foot up your... Everybody want to leave Meg at the gas station. Actually, we don't want to leave Meg jokes. It's not funny anymore. I love Meg. She's my daughter, and I'm gonna be there for her forever. I don't know why we always started this picking on Meg stuff. It's not funny. Lois got on me about it last night. I told her I'm gonna make a statement. No more hating on Meg. We love Meg. God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. My name's Peter, and I approve this message. Yo, Sam, the market maker been a while since I've been here to get a car. Got total, but I'm back in the game. Hope your family is well and stress is low. Love you, dog. God bless you, man. No worries. Hey, when you get liquidated, I'll always be here. I'll always be here, man. I'll always be here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Kara was an oldie but goodie from back of the day. Bitcoin's still sideways the entire stream. Don't be sending me down those rabbit holes, Sammy. Hey. I feel you. Good deal over there. People love drama, said Pokey Bros. Oh, yeah. Send me the company helicopter for me. I'll come hang for the day. Okay. You know what's really grinds my gears? I like that. Bro, next coin trade, please. I know, right? Hook us up. We want to know. So Bitcoin sideways, which makes altcoins pump. Let's take a look at the total market cap in all of altcoins. Apparently, you're going to see a bounce off the 4-hour 21 because that's what every altcoin did. And there it is. See? How did I know that? And it's funny. We had this flag drawn. Said, watch for the altcoins. They're going to likely break to the upside. Shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, shoulder, pump. And then you see, you know, up to 887. And that's what we're looking for here. And then a bounce off that 21-day moving average. I wouldn't mind if price just kind of consolidates here and then we get on another roll. Altcoins continue to rip to $881 billion. Hey, I never got liquidated. I got gainitis, man. Oh, I love to hear that. I like it. Why is this consolidating? Haha, it's a Thursday. Because there's a lot of bullishness in the air. That's why. VeChain is evolving into a serious contender. I mean, it's getting connected to Dana White, doing a lot, right? He said Project Moongo and short. Manny was a rumble. Then he told us to put money in a Solana short. No stop. So I put majority of my money. He did the vice versa. Are you serious? I don't know. Who knows, man? I don't talk about other people. It's none of my business. What other people do is none of my business. I can't control them. I don't know them. All I can do is handle my reputation and me. So I won't say a word on anybody else. I've learned my lesson. My mommy told me not to talk about anybody else, so I won't, man. If I'm going to say anything, I'm going to shower people with love and say that I'm happy for them. You know what I mean? That's it. Like, that's it. I'm not wasting my time on anything negative at all for any reason. It's just low frequency. It doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't do anything for the channel. It doesn't do anything for you. So, you know, may he learn his... If that is true, may he learn his lesson. May God bless, you know, somehow find his way. But what are you going to do, right? We know we don't do stuff that we've heard about. And that's why, you know, I get a little irritated on crypto Twitter sometimes when I see, you know, rug pullers and people playing games. But it is what it is, man. There's a lot of exploitation in the space. I see us coming back to the 21-day moving average there. We've had a huge pump. Looks like we're going to consolidate and kind of slow down a little bit. All right. Bitcoin back at 93.2, just deciding it's going to hang and do absolutely nothing for this Thursday. Give me no action. Had so much action right at about 9:39. We had a lot of action between 9:15 and 9:30. It was insane. No action today. Your mama taught you good, Sammy. Thank you. Wow. So crazy, man. I just see what people don't realize is if you treat your community right, they're going to treat you well for years to come. You see what I'm saying? Like they're going to tell other people about what you look at. SEI. We saw the flag continued to rip. I see this thing headed up. Look, so I put out the trade here, move the stop loss to break even. You're still in the trade. No reason to leave the trade unless you felt like you were already up. Now, when the flag came back down, get back into the trade, continue to pump. This thing go to 22.22. Let's going to pay yourself, though, if you're in a swing. You know, and it's up to you, though. You got to do the math for yourself. But this thing looking like it's continued to rip. SEI, I like what I'm seeing for SEI. I think objective will break out. What do you think? I don't think. I just look at the charts and do the rock away. I don't dance. I just pull up my pants and do the rock away. I don't dance. I just pull up my pants and do the rock away. I was in Queens with that bounce, man. Fat Joe, bro. But I don't think. I just look at the charts and do the rock away. And do the rock away. Yes, sir. All person can business mystery. Mystery is a type of business. I don't know. Why would you let a YouTuber? I know, right? No stop loss, guys. What the heck is that? Anyway, who knows, man? I don't know. Again, I'm not gonna. I don't know. I can't confirm or deny. I won't even mention it. Lean back. Lean back. Lean back. Don't dance. We just put up our pants and do the rock away. Yo, that song is hot, bro. I don't give a damn, man. Chinchilla. Man. Check out Aptos USDT. Sammy, how to find out whether she likes you really or likes you money? I think I'm wrong. In the wrong channel. It's simple. Look her deep in the eyes and tell her, can she handle it? And you'll find your answer. All right. Love it, Sammy. We pray for warmer weather. I don't think so. It's beautiful here in sunny Florida. 83 degrees today. UV will be very high starting 2 p.m., so just be careful. See that full forecast. And how about you? But I live in sunny Florida where it's going to be 90 degrees tomorrow, 88 on Saturday, 90 degrees on Sunday, 89 on Monday. It's starting to get hot in Florida. We've had a beautiful 3 months of absolute great weather from it's been like 70, it's sometimes like high 60s into the 80s on and off for the last 3 months. Sarasota probably has the best weather in the world. That's why I moved here. I studied weather patterns. Sarasota has the best weather you'll have of any place to live. It's on the coast. It's a little south. It's not Miami. It's a little cooler than Miami. I'm telling you, Sarasota has the best weather. And then Martha's Vineyard has the best weather in the world. So I live in the two places with the best weather in the world. 77 to 84 degrees with a breeze around the water. I've studied weather my whole life. I've been a sailor. I've been a sailor. I know a lot about the wind, the water, and just, coastal living, humidity. And I found the two places to put my family are the best, Sarasota and Martha's Vineyard, man. You can't beat those two places. So why not live in them all year round, never deal with bad weather? So I figured once I made it, I would live in the best weather possible every single day of my life. And it is what it is, right? And God bless. Thank you for God helping me achieve those dreams. I put those dreams in my mind years ago, and they came to fruition. You got to keep your eyes open and your mind even more open. Amen. Fat Eye's been on the rise since the 7th. Yeah, thank you. You said that before. The second time you said that. You think these virtual coins like ALCH? I do believe that, yes. Week says it's .let, but switches to the others as well, like MACD charts. Normally trade view, I believe. You can always improve. Otherwise, you'll never improve. That's one of the best sayings I've ever heard. You can always improve. Otherwise, you'll never improve. True stories. Back to 93.3. Let's go. Look at all the people chatting that came in today. It's insane for me to keep up. Lean back. Lean back. It somehow forgot the load. Now it's reloading. See how it's behind? You're a genius, Sam. Don't forget me. Me and Jason have become friends. We have each other's phone numbers. Yeah. All the hot YouTubers become cool. I don't know why. Because who else you want to be friends with but another cool YouTuber? You know what I mean? He got it like that. So you're like, yo, let's be friends with each other, man. You don't see with your eye, you perceive with your mind. Gorillaz lyrics. I love it. Sam, I opened the trade with you. We in the green, baby. We are in the green. Let's see if this puppy finally blasts to fruition. Boom. Come on, baby. I've been waiting all stream. So find this short squeeze, baby. Come on. They're going to squeeze these shorts. Look at the liquidity up there. Those are liquidations. Those are people's liquidations. Those are their stop losses or liquidations. All right. Come on, people. Can we get Sammy to 1,000 likes? This is beautiful. Let's get to 1,000 likes of the stream. Very, very possible, very tangible, very acceptable levels. All right. Yeah, we're going to do it. We only need 86 beautiful souls to hit that beautiful like button, and I know we can do it. I know there's 86 beautiful lifers on right now that just, you know, you were so into the stream, you were drinking your lemon water, you were watching what was happening, you didn't get a chance to take advantage of the stream. All right? Let me know, baby, let me know. Man, the news is a waste of your time, too. Remember that. I still hold Colin, too. Yep. If you want to join the group, go to cryptolifer.com. It's very simple. Go to cryptolifer.com and you can manage a subscription service. Go to subscribe. You can sign up for a monthly, a quarterly, or an annual subscription. It is billed monthly. Jump on in today. I'm constantly here. I'm not going anywhere. It's an awesome service. You're going to get my mind as I scrape my subconscious mind as it scrapes through the charts every single day. I'm not going to be perfect. No one is. But I dang well I'm going to be able to serve you all the biggest pumps I've caught. And I can say that for the last 3, 4, 5 years. If it pumps today, I'm going to catch it. You know what I mean? I'm on it. I'm detailed. I am working hard. I am not taking time off. If you want someone that's going to be there for $3 a day, $3 a day. It's actually less than $3 a day if you pay for $270 for 3 months. Think about it, because that would be like, and so I don't know what to tell you, but for less than $3 a day, you're going to get access to my hyperactive mind, my willingness to continue to push. I quit drinking years ago, so you're not going to get me all sloshed up. I'm not going to come home. Oh, I was drinking last night. That doesn't happen. You're going to get a sober mind, ready to rock, doing what I got to do. And I'm going to look at the charts clear and concisely every single day. I have a trading group in there. I have elite traders in there who are also pumping out altcoin charts. Like, you're going to get more setups in there than any other, I think, any other Discord in the game. Nobody works harder than me in the entire industry. Nobody works harder than me in the entire industry. I can say that with 100% hands-on. You either work as hard as me or you don't. There's no in between. I'm up till 4 in the morning. I was up till 3 in the morning the other night, back up at 8. I push every single day for the gains. I don't stop. I dream big. I wish big. I hope big. I want you to have a big life. I love you. I love everyone in my life because love is the answer. If I send you love, you'll send me love, and I want to be loved, so I love others because I want to be loved. My mom loved me. My dad loved me. I had a lot of people with love in my heart. I have pants on, all right? I wear pants on the stream every day. Beautiful periwinkle blue, all right? I don't wear a suit a lot. It's very rare that the suit matches the pants. I'm always in some type of like, you know, oh my gosh, my shirt. What's going on over there? I got a little crazy. When I get a little crazy, I pull my shirt out sometimes. It happens. I was getting crazy. Finally, we're back to 93,380. Looks like the short squeeze could be happening here to the upside now for Bitcoin. You're in the gain if you took the lifer trade. We're now up $98 on one. Okay. And the trade could be playing out here finally. 5 minute looks good on the stochastics RSI as well, like it's turning. And this is my model. The 21 touching in a flag above the 200 with the stochastics 90% of the time. This is gonna pay me. So come on, baby, pay me now. Show the lifers how I get paid every single day. Let's get to that $700 win. 555, 555 sold there. And you want to go hard, but when you go hard, that's when you get beat. Shout out to the $288 in chat revenue, 1,000 likes. Blessings on blessings. Thank you. Shout out to Sirius Grayson. God bless you, brother. Yeah, I wish I could sample Sammy's group before I sign on. Just show up every day, man. It is the group. What do you mean? I don't give, do you get to sample the pizza before you go to a fancy restaurant? No, you got to order the food, man. They don't give you food. I mean, I guess sometimes you can go with a friend and get a free. Hey, you could just keep asking a lifer till they pay you to get in the group. I don't know why you haven't just jumped in yet, Paul. You've been watching me for years, man. You know it works. Like, come on, man. You back me and support me. I've never seen someone that supports me more. You're on the Instagram, everything. I watch you, bro. I see you. You want to be in the group. You deserve to be in the group. Something's holding you back. It's your own mind. You believe $99, you can't afford it. Think about everybody. If you can't afford $99, then are you ever going to get into the places where, some of the most successful people are? No. So if your first hurdle is I can't afford $99, then we're going to have to reassess your subconscious mind and see where you're at, right? Because, I get it. There was a time in my life where I was broke. I worked a night shift. $99 was a lot of money to me. And that's why I do this for free every single day. Look, this trade is free. I'm not asking for anything. I'm giving you guys free stuff before I ask you for a dime. That's the one thing about me. I did this for free for years. That's how you build a channel. That's how you build any business. You give free value away. You start a restaurant. You better open up and say free samples, right? They don't know your food. You better give your food away a little bit. You better let people, you got to draw them in. You better do a potluck somewhere and say, hey, we're just offering our food at this potluck. We just moved in down the street. You got to give some value away. How the heck are you going to show people that you're worth it? Now, there's all these other people that think they can spend money on advertising and never give value, and they should expect to get paid. Those businesses don't ever succeed too well. They do okay. That's the new generation's thought process. That's how they think. Oh, I'll just buy the product. I'll spend all the advertising, and I'll make you pay me. No. You got to give value first. You have to give the value first. You're a businessman. You want to be a multimillionaire, a billionaire. You better give some value before you even ask for value. That's what I was taught by my mentor. That's what Jim Rohn told me. I better show that I got value before I even ask for it. All right? So for everyone out there, you don't need to join my Discord. You don't need to give me $99 a month. I'm not begging for a dime. What I am desiring is for you to change your life like I did mine. I want you to go to places you didn't think you could go. I want you to hit financial heights you didn't think you could hit. I want you to dress in ways you never thought you could. I want you to feel like $1 million the second you step out of bed every day. I want you to feel the feeling of being a winner. I want you to love yourself, because if you do that, you're going to love others. If you love others, others are going to love others. And I'm going to change the world, because every single frequency that I create will extend like a ripple throughout the world, right? And that's what this channel's about. We can all make gains. I can all make money. I got the charts up there. Money, 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 right? But what about the love, man? Where's the love? All right? I believe if I provide the love, that I can help you find a way to love yourself, and you can get yourself paid. But we got to start with your mentality first. If you don't believe you're worth it, you're going to give away so much. Trust the laws, meaning how long would it take to a newbie to get up to speed? And everyone says I sell courses. I don't sell courses. I do a one live course a month that you could buy. I guess I sell, but it's like, I don't sell courses. You know what I mean? I sell my time with you and me together so we can learn. He says, I'm jobless and broke, but somehow got myself into the 99. How I did it is listen to Sam, y'all. Look at that, dude. If that's all you desire, then that's what will happen. Joining the 99 is the best thing I did in years, this guy said. And I got one of the best testimonials yesterday that I've ever gotten in my life. Ever. It was an amazing testimonial. I got to read it out loud. I just have to. Sammy is a true gentleman and a scholar. He's the closest thing to myself I've ever come across. His drive is unreal. My whole life I've been searching for someone who mirrors the storm that lives in my mind. And Sammy does exactly that. 18 months ago, I dove deep into research, putting in around 80 hours a week. For the last 2 months, I've been clocking over 100-hour weeks. I'm single, so I've been to fully lock in and go all in. I've soaked up the knowledge like a sponge, especially in the last 6 weeks, just listening to the YouTube and being in a solid group. In just 1 week, I've taken in more than I've imagined. And I've already incorporated so much of what Sammy teaches. It's insane how accurate my trades have become. I've always had a sharp eye for patterns, and now I'm absolutely crushing it and getting ready for the upcoming parabola with confidence and relentless preparation. It takes a good heart to recognize another, and Sammy has that. I probably spent over 8,000 hours researching, and his $99 a month subscription has already saved me thousands of hours. When I compare his calls to mine, I realize just how much time and energy he saves me. He's about to build a serious following and become a needle mover in the space, but I know this, he won't sell out. He's not going to bow to the cabal. And because of what I've learned, I've finally reached a point where I'm consistently profitable with a little more free time. I've been posting just some of my huge gains in the gain section. I'm learning emotional discipline. This is where I needed improvement because I want to turn my winning trades off before my goal, and I want to turn off my losing trades or wait to break even. I'm becoming better, but with Sammy's mindset and coaching, also, it raises my vibration. Truly grateful. Gives me hope that there are good people in the world, not to mention he attracts amazing people into his group. Thank you so much. That was one of the nicest things anyone's ever said to me in my life. You know what I mean? Every day someone hits me, and these make me feel you could hand me hundreds of dollars, but your words would make me feel so much stronger deep in my emotions, in my heart and soul. So like, man, I do this for this. Every day I read something like this. And it makes me realize that money is cool, but money would never be able to buy this. Like, I know friends that are worth 50 mil, but no one's ever written them a testimonial like this. They got more money than me. They've done great in business, but they haven't changed people's lives the way I have. And I know that's worth more than money. I'm going to keep going with that. I'm going to keep striving with that energy. I'm going to keep chasing that type of vibration. And I know that everything is going to work out for me in the long run. And I have faith. I have faith that God will protect me, that all will go the way it's supposed to go. I'm a hero on my own every day on this channel. There's no one backing me. I got no corporation. There ain't no big company. There's no advertiser, Google. I battle everything every day, everybody. Every single day I get what I get. I fight so hard for this algorithm to reward me. Nobody gives you a dime in this world, and I'm not special. I just want you to know, like, nobody cares and nobody gives you anything, man. You got to fight for every single piece that you get in this universe. And when you get something, everyone can realize how hard you had to work for it. So you gain respect when people see how hard you work. You gain respect when people see how hard you work. Because they dang well know if they were to replicate yours, what you did is going to take everything they had. And so they're going to be like, oh my gosh. Internally, they're going to know how hard you worked. They don't even have to know you to respect you. All they got to know is your story. And they're going to understand you. Understand? Nobody's coming to save you. You got to get emotionally, stable with your trades. All right? I love you all. Stay blessed. Stay amazing. Trade still going well. And we'll post what happens to this trade in the trading group. And this is kind of where we sit here. I post this as the stream ends and said this is where we end on the stream. And with that being said, everyone, thank you so much for an amazing stream. God bless every single one of you. Shout out to the 1,000 likes, over about $293 in chat revenue, and just so many amazing connections and people here on the live. I love you. I appreciate you. And I'll see you all tomorrow for another beautiful, amazing, and awesome live stream. May God bless you, and thank you always for your time, which is your most precious asset, and you dedicate it to this channel. I will forever, ever, forever be grateful. Remember, the secret to success, it's getting started. What are you going to start today to change your life?
be where